I knew we were doing something sort of sciencey. Like I thought there would be some beakers involved, and there were some beakers involved. You guys ask me this every time. I never know what's going on. That's the whole point of the show.
Let's take a walk. You ready to go in?
I'm ready. Oh, shit, I don't have my card. Every time. Oh, good morning. It's so beautiful and cheery in here today. Shall we? Oh, Jesus. Okay. It says reach inside this thing. It's the first for everything in here. Ugh, this is disgusting. Oh my God. Sketchy little baggie inside a big bowl of Jell-O. Please report to room 404 on floor 23 with a SanDisk. ScanDisk? Okay. 404. Bye, guys. 404. I think it's this way. Oh! 404. Wow, look at this cinema. This is fun. Oh. You guys, this is weird.
This is what I was looking for. Okay, look at that. Okay, ready? I'm gonna spoon into this.
What is this?
Ooh, this thing is kind of slippery.
It's called the Raindrop cake. Just looks like this big ball of jelly that's see-through. It's friggin' blessed.
It's friggin' blessed.
It's basically a Japanese dessert that looks like a huge raindrop.
Hi, Molly. If you haven't figured it out by now, this episode is all about raindrop cakes.
Who
I'd like
is
to
this?
introduce myself. I'm Darren Wong, and I'm the founder of Raindrop Cake.
The
You've got a lot to learn, and I hope to meet you one day. But for now, look under your chair, and you'll find something that will lead you back to the test kitchen. Good luck.
I was given a bunch of presents, a lot of clues, and taken on a wacky scavenger hunt to learn all there is to know about. We got a flopper! Raindrop cakes. Number 2, make it rain. In the test kitchen, partner up for your mission and make it rain using only your brain. I guess what I'm a little unclear on is what makes that a cake.
What's your definition of a cake?
Part of what makes a cake is what happens in the oven when it bakes and transforms like wet ingredients into something solid. There's an icebox cake, but icebox cake is made out of cookies and cookies are baked. Jell-O cake, I don't think that's a thing. It seems like there was like some sort of a powdery substance plus a jello-y substance and then maybe some drizzly syrupy thing. Is that all it is? Let's go see. Back to the TK. Notice there's no one in here.
What happened down there?
I watched a video. There was a guy on the video who was talking to me, and he is the founder of the Raindrop cake.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? If I am not internety, you are extremely not internety.
Yeah.
So you don't know what it is.
3 years behind where you are.
Oh, wow.
That's
Maybe
a cake.
we just have to get over the
Our
fact that it's
understanding of
like-
the cake.
Yeah, exactly. We just have to kind of move beyond that.
I felt like
What?
when I walked in and
Yeah.
we just like so naturally and organically started chatting and you just were so interested in everything I'm
I was
doing.
like, they kind of mentioned that maybe, I might like need to hang for just
we
like a
got
little
set
bit.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a setup.
So this is us
Sorry.
hanging.
I totally was like checking this stuff out when everybody like left the room.
What
It's
is
seaweed?
It's seaweed?
Yeah.
And it jellifies.
Yes. Into wobbly.
Wobbles. And then this is maybe also that, but
Yep.
in a different form, sheeted, it looks like maybe, or powdered. And then this looks like powdered peanut butter maybe? Oh, soy. Some
Sure.
sugar.
Yeah. It seems like if you're gonna make this thing, you need a mold.
Yeah.
But then there's the question, like, are you supposed to use water?
What
I
does
mean,
it
what's
taste like?
supposed to
What
taste
is it?
like? I know. Wait,
why don't I get to try one?
at least in my show, like I get to like try it.
Yeah,
Even if
like
I can't use
have
my
to
eyes.
reverse engineer it without even trying it now.
Yeah. The only thing I was really able to look up is that agar definitely needs to boil to set.
Okay, let's see what this is like. I'm getting a little like wet dog. So maybe I'll boil some water and just like drop a couple of these puppies in there and see what happens.
Right. Line up like 5 tests or something, like different quantities.
Okay, so I feel like we start with like
doing a cup
half,
in each.
and then we go a full, and then the next guy is 1.5.
I like that.
So we got to get these puppies boiling. I feel like this is more like a shreddy vibe.
All right, these are like they're simmered
RTG.
now. All right.
Wow, this one's thick. This one's having trouble like dissolving in this little water, I think.
Oh, really?
Like, should there be sugar in this?
Maybe we dump a little sugar in each
Yeah,
one
I
just
feel
for
like-
our own sake later on.
Yeah.
How much do you want?
A tablespoon.
Whatever. That one, I think we know exactly what's happening
Yeah,
with that, which is
Nothing. This one seems to be dissolving the best out of all of them. The one with 2 full bars is looking really funky. So this one is 1 cup of water with 1/4 of a agar stick. And it's pretty clear, and as the agar increases, they get a little bit cloudier. So this is with 1/2 of a agar stick, and it's you can see it's like kind of cloudy and yellow. And then same with this one, and it's like really cloudy and super viscous when it's hot. And this one has 1 full stick. Okay, so this one had 2 full sticks. We were just about to like completely walk away from this, but now I'm not actually gonna.
Yeah, maybe
we're gonna move forward with this one.
Let's roll with it. We've made like Swamp Thing over here.
Oh, no, I think we're fine. Like,
Okay,
just
great.
lean in.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I was gonna maybe do like a.
Keep the technique.
Oh, I guess I'll just use the rest in here then.
Yeah.
A
do
and
it.
A.
I'm gonna pour this in here.
It fits
before
perfectly.
It starts to. Things are already getting a little funky there.
Whoa.
Wild.
This is letter B, which has 1/2 of a bar, and then this is C, so that'll have 1 full bar. I think letter A is the winner because the whole point of the Raindrop cake is that it's completely transparent, and the other guys are pretty cloudy.
I think I can definitely live with A. I'm curious if it's like even less than
Yeah,
A.
definitely. But
You
like,
know.
I think that's our closest. So I'm gonna put these in the walk-in.
Or do you want to do room temp?
1 and 1.
Yeah, I like it.
I guess we just put it back here. Okay, so you have to go to the food department meeting, but
Yeah, I'm gonna jump into
I'll
that.
get you once I feel like they're in a good place.
In the meantime, I have something else for you.
Let's get chemical. Report to class in Studio 3. Let's go to class. Oh, this way. Oh, there's another box. I'm gonna be a chemist. This is fun. Can I go in? Aw. Welcome to class, Molly. It smells kind of vinegary over here. Some beakers, some tubes, something labeled Hudson in a water bottle. Looks a little sketchy. Some pH strips, which I tried using once before and they failed me.
You can't trust these.
They all look the same. Where's the teacher? Oh. Why are you guys turning off? That's the second time the lights have gone off on me on this show. That was the sketchiest thing that's ever happened to me.
Hi, Molly.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Rose Trout, and I'm here to
Hi.
talk about pH and water and agar. So you're working with agar.
Yes.
And do you know what agar is?
Agar is a chemical made of seaweed.
It's called a polysaccharide, and a polysaccharide is just repeating units of simple sugars.
That acts much like gelatin would in setting something that is liquid into something solid.
They're affected by pH because something called hydrolysis can happen, and it'll break the molecule apart. So if you have too low of a pH, you won't get a gel.
She taught me about the different levels of acidity in types of water, which is interesting because you don't often think of water as acidic.
So pH is a scale for measuring acidity, and it goes from 0 to 14. So the lower the pH value or the lower the number, the more acidic something is. Once you hit 7, that means you're neutral. There's no real acid and there's no base.
So 0 to 14, 7 being neutral.
That's right, that's right. And in the case of agar, I would say it's somewhere between 5 and 6 on the pH scale.
Okay.
That should be a really nice gel strength. So
Another envelope.
we have a task for you.
Test the waters.
Right.
For pH.
For pH, exactly.
Okay.
So
So should I decant into
decant,
these?
that's a good word for it. So yes, we can open all
Ew,
of these
is that
waters.
Hudson River water?
I didn't get it. Somebody else got it.
Gnarly. Who
Yeah.
got that?
We'll see what happens with
I'm
that.
certainly not tasting that. 5.75.
That could work.
Certain different distillations of water have different acidity levels, and that affects their ability to gel. This is water
what I
with
get.
vinegar in it.
Oh, that one is
Below.
off the chart. It's too acidic. Well, there's Hudson. Yeah, but there's Hudson water and there's Hudson water, right? So
This is
if
not
you
the
got
kind
it
of
right
Hudson
outside,
water.
that doesn't look. Don't make your cake out of that.
Between 6 and 6.25, I feel. It's a little outside, thank God.
Yeah, a little, but a little. So,
Okay.
Yeah, so if you just look at these colors, I mean, you can see there is definitely a range of pH when you test water.
That's something to keep in mind.
It definitely is something to keep in mind, yes.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. It was
I'll keep
great.
you posted on how it goes.
Okay, good. I'll look forward to
I'll
that.
send you pics of my raindrop cake.
Perfect. Thanks, Molly.
Rosemary Trout actually texted me yesterday and was just following up to see how my raindrop cake turned out. She's so sweet. Let's go make a raindrop cake. Number 5, meet the maker. The rainmaker awaits where you started your day. Outside the test kitchen? At home? In my bed? The rainmaker's in my bed? So now I have to meet someone where this day started, which is right here. So I guess I'll wait and see who arrives.
Oh, hi.
Is it Gabby? Is she the rainmaker?
Molly?
Oh, hi.
I'm Darren.
How'd you guys cue that? Should we go in?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've started to mess around with setting water with agar. So this was me not knowing anything about this cake.
Yeah, jiggly.
It has pretty good jig,
Yeah.
but it's not very translucent.
Clear, yeah.
You're the inventor of this?
Yeah. Well, no. So I'll tell you the whole story.
Darren saw the water mochi cake on the internet. He looked it up. He tried to find it in New York and realized that no one had been making it in New York at that point. He, too, was never able to taste the raindrop cake, and in the same way that I wasn't able to.
I would literally come home from work and just try a version, write it down, and then I'd look at the results, and I'd just be like, yep, this is too much agar.
Yeah, try again.
Yeah, so the two sides are kanako, which is powdered roasted soybean. And then, yeah, that's what this is. And then the other syrup is it's called karamitsu. It's a black sugarcane syrup. So I got some more of that stuff here. It tastes really good on dessert.
So the cake itself doesn't have any other than what sugar in it, has no other like flavoring.
Right. So the cake itself is just sort of this like textural thing that carries like the flavor and the ingredients.
Oh my god, the texture is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that ube?
It is.
Nice. And
Look-
coconut milk.
And coconut milk. Exactly.
Amazing.
See, you know it already. So with this one, I wanted like the cake itself to have flavor. And then like what goes good with ube? Coconut milk. They just go together well, right? Peanut
Yeah.
butter and jelly, right?
Yep. I feel like I'm gonna be really into
You
this
just
one.
drizzle it on, and you know this was a lot simpler than the other
That's
ones.
fun looking. Have you ever made a peanut butter and jelly one?
No, but that was on sort of the list of like ideas.
I feel like we should, because like this reminds me so much of that like powdered peanut butter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can sort of give you all my little like tips that I've developed.
So how much agar
Yeah, it's 1.20 grams.
to how much water?
2 cups of water. The more acidity there is in the water, the less effective in terms of gelling strength. I found that Poland Springs is actually really good. Like
Okay,
there,
we can do that. So this was the least amount.
I like the cube though. I have a surprise for you.
And I'm not opening that. It's bad luck.
That is not my problem.
Okay, number 6. Make a cake. I figured that was coming.
So this might help you in your mission. So this is the raindrop kit that
you sell
people.
these?
Yeah, you can buy it online, and
perfect.
it comes with everything that you need. The mold that you were talking about.
Yeah.
All right, well, looks like you got plenty of ingredients and everything you need. I'll leave you to it.
Okay,
Good luck.
thank you. Thank you.
I have a phone call for you.
Okay. That's not my phone.
No, it's not.
Hello? Oh,
Molly, it's Claire.
oh, Claire Saffitz? Where are you, Claire?
Whatever pain you're in, I feel it.
I know. I'm really channeling both you and Morocco right now because I'm like somewhere in between reverse engineering and gourmet makes right now.
Right. So where are you in the process?
Now I just was gifted a Raindrop cake kit by the founder of the Raindrop cake himself.
Oh my
so
God.
I'm going to go try and figure out how to make, like, put my spin on it.
So do you have thoughts in terms of flavor combinations or?
So I was thinking about doing like a peanut butter and jelly vibe with some sort of like, I could make like a strawberry syrup. I want to keep the...
Can you do like a Concord grape thing? 'Cause those are in season
Oh,
now.
those are in season.
It sounds like, those sound like incredible ideas, so it doesn't really seem like you need a lot of my help, so.
Thank you. Thank you, Claire. Should I start making a cake? Okay, according to Darren, 1.2 grams of agar will set 2 cups of water. So I'm looking for 2.4 grams. There we are. 907 grams of water. You bring it to a boil first and then sprinkle the agar over and then start whisking until it dissolves. So let's go set this over here.
Can we get a less tall pot?
You had to wait until now. Okay, we're boiling. So I'm sprinkling this over. For starters, the concentration of agar to water is much less than the test that I was doing, but also it's powdered, so it's dissolved pretty much immediately. Andiamo. Oh my god, I didn't do the pH thing. What was the pH of the tap water? I totally forgot that whole part of it. Just have a quick emergency. I'll just get some Poland Springs going anyway, just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna get this boiling just in case the pH of the tap water is in between 5 and 6, in which case we have to start over. You scrub the molds to create little scratches on the inside surface so that the gel, when it sets, doesn't suction to the cup and you can release it easier. Okay, I'll dry these. What if the Poland Springs doesn't register between 5 and 6? Let's not worry about that. Just a little something called Raindrop cake. You ever had one of those?
What? No?
That's food.
Are you sure?
No. So originally I tested out some different options for not only a flavor of the Raindrop, but the way that it actually looks. Okay, I'm gonna drizzle this in. It looks sort of like a marble, and so I thought it'd be cool to get a marbling effect and swirl pattern inside the Raindrop cake. I'm sorry, like this thing. The minute that you start to introduce opacity to it, it sort of loses its mystique. But I felt like we can do something more here. Andy,
Hi.
do you have...
Getting all clinical.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah, it's hot.
I'm doing peanut butter and jelly.
Oh. Okay.
So peanut powder, and then I'm gonna make a Concord grape syrup.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I could somehow get the flavor of like toast in the water? Like
Yeah.
burnt bread,
Yeah,
and then like soak
put-
it in
put
and strain
put
it.
some bread, either bake it and then see how it infuses. I think you probably have to take it far.
Yeah,
like, literally
for it to like...
burn the out of it, and then infuse it, and then do
strain
like a double
it.
strain, and then you have that.
And then set that,
from there.
and then go peanut butter and jelly from that. That'd be fun.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I came up with that idea. Did you see how he just took credit for that? So I have a Balthazar baguette, and I am going to burn it, toast it under the broiler, and then steep it in hot water, and then strain the water, and then add agar to the water, and then set the water so that we can get the bread flavor of a peanut butter and jelly. The only thing I'm worried about is that this is going to color the water. Okay. Yeah, say hi. I'm going to break this up. I honestly wish it were a little more charred. I'm gonna put these guys back in. So the one thing about the raindrop cake is that the raindrop itself doesn't have a flavor, and that seems kind of like a missed opportunity. But I definitely want to be mindful of keeping it clear. That's that good. It's coloring it. That's okay. It's not great. I'm just adding the tiniest bit of sugar and salt. Okay. Let's strain this. I'm doing a secondary strain. I'm not hating the color of this, I must say. And you know what? We're bringing something new to the conversation. Should we test the pH?
After the bread.
It's between 5.5 and 5.75. So it went down by 0.25, which is good. We're still in the range. So I'm gonna weigh this, okay? And then 1.2 grams of this stuff. Okay, this needs to come back to a boil. I just wanna do one more strain because I feel like there's still like a little bit of residue from the bread in there. And now we going in. We're boiling. Okay, let's head over. Okay, let's go get these in the walk-in. Okay, so now we're on to the Concord grape syrup. I don't really have a recipe for this, but I'm just going to pick some of these Concords, cover them with some sugar and some water, boil them, reduce them to a syrup, strain them. We are lucky to be right smack in the middle of grape season in New York. This is at least a crop that's in season, whereas strawberries and raspberries are not, so we're using what's available to us. Again, not measuring. So I'm just starting these in a little bit of water to get them going and the sugar, and then they'll eventually burst and start to cook down and get nice and jammy, and we'll see how the consistency is as we go. Okay, this is looking good. It's a little unclear what the consistency of it will be when it's room temperature, but we can always adjust later on. So I'm gonna do a first strain, the second strain. Okay, finito. So this is peanut butter powder, which is peanuts that have been blitzed up with, it says sugar and salt only, but I feel like there's chemical. There's like, gotta be something in here. Oh my god.
Good? Can we get
It's really intense. Try it. It's giving me... I can't talk.
It dries your mouth quickly, so
Oh my god.
a little goes a long way.
A little goes a really long way. So, for my first try, I would like to demold one of my burnt bread raindrop cakes. Okay. She jiggly, but it's not translucent. Are we mad about it? I'm not super mad about it. It's kind of beautiful. Andy, come here.
Oh.
Do you love it? Have you ever seen Andy react like that?
Oh.
Do you love it?
Can we eat it?
Yeah. Let me get some more. Morocco, do you want to try it?
Yeah. It seems like you really made it yours.
Yes.
You kind of...
Like this kind of screams Molly. So the raindrop cake is made out of water that's been infused with burnt bread.
Whoa.
Hey, that was a collaborative thing.
It was a collaboration.
Wow. That's...
Because this is a peanut butter and jelly, and I wanted the bread flavor in there.
You know he doesn't like peanut butter.
Oh!
That's okay. I'll work around it. Well, it's like me never
I swear the
remembering
whole
that
time.
you don't like chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have I wandered
It's
over
the
with
same.
like,
Two
you know,
of
like
you.
Yeah,
molten
a chocolate chip
on?
cookie.
You know.
You think I'm difficult with my green bell peppers? Well, actually, none of
No,
us.
that's all
you're
of us.
difficult with your attitude.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
So you want to like taste that grape. It tastes like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that got like dunked in a bucket at the beach, like a bucket of water.
You're like bobbing for PB&J. The
Like,
only thing that it's
soggy.
the main thing that's missing is like salt. Just
Yeah,
like
I'm thinking a little flaky. I mean, but it does taste like a PB&J. I
Well
came
done.
far. Thank you.
Now, what about this? Is this thickened at all?
Hey, you know Dutch. I needed to thicken a little more, I think. It was very gratifying to have succeeded at not only recreating the raindrop, but then being able to put my sort of spin on it and create something that I thought that was pretty visually stunning. It's definitely more delicious. I still don't think it's a cake. Cool. I'm into that. Okay, these guys come out a lot easier. There it is. I think this pink one is really pretty, but I'm actually super into the golden raindrops. Oh. Number 7. Take it to the streets. I'm gonna go give these out to people on the streets. Nice. The only time I've ever done man on the street was with Carla, I think. So, have you ever had a raindrop cake?
Never.
Have you heard of a raindrop cake?
Never. You're my first raindrop.
Okay, cool. I've never had one either until today, so we're in the same boat.
Y'all catch this?
Oops, sorry. What's it taste like?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Thank you. My job here is done. Do you know what this is?
No, I don't.
Okay, this is called raindrop cake. Get like a good little bit of everything in there. Yeah. Perfect.
Tastes like peanut butter. It's good.
Very
I'm about to take that plate.
That's 2 people who say it's good.
It's called a raindrop cake.
Yeah, it's meant to look like a raindrop.
Okay.
That looks like a good bite.
It's very good. A little nutty,
Yep.
fruity.
Yes.
If this was a dessert, I would order somewhere.
Yeah.
I would eat it in
And
its
pay for it.
entirety.
You'd pay for it.
Yeah. I'm scared.
Don't be scared. I wouldn't make you something
Remember,
disgusting.
I'm allergic to bad food.
Yeah. No, this is a good food.
Is this peanut butter and jelly?
Yes!
Hey, I was gonna say that.
Thank you guys. Coming out here, I think I thought that more people were going to immediately recognize what this dessert is, and turns out it doesn't really look anything like the raindrop cake, and also not everyone knows about it, which makes me feel better. But everyone understood that it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a gourmet dessert. And I think it turned out pretty friggin' delicious.
Yeah, this is like the most gourmet peanut butter and jelly ever.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like over the top. It's a little obnoxious.